Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss problem from the weekly lead code contest 208. So the problem title is maximum profit of operating a Sentinel wheel. Okay, so uh, let's look at the diagram and I will meanwhile explain what is given in this. So basically there is a Sentinel wheel and it has a sitting capacity at four stages. So you can see here like 1, 2, 3, 4, and each of the uh, gondolas or seats or the compartment has the capacity of four people, like four people can on board and they can sit. Okay, and uh, for like when this wheel rotates, so for each of the operation, if it is like shifted in a 90-degree or 180-degree or 270 or 360. Okay, so for each of that rotation, it needs a running cost. Okay, so that running cost is also an input parameter, and again like for the boarding people, it has a certain cost. So there is a queue of customer, and in the queue, like there is a bunch of people at each slot. So if you consider this example one, so like in the first slot there are 8 people, and in the next slot there are 3 people, and boarding cost for each is 5, and running cost for each shift of that wheel is 6. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to return the minimum number of rotations to perform the maximum profit. Okay, so and if the profit is in not in the positive value, or if it is not greater than 0, so we just have to return the -1. It means that we cannot make the profit when we rotate the wheel. Okay, so let's take example 1. So here the customers slots are in like in the first slot there are 8 customers who can onboard, and in the next slot there are 3. Okay, so for the first, like initially this wheel and the gondolas are empty, so there are no passengers onboarded. So for the first time we can like take the 4 out of this 8. So you can see like these 4 people, and that's why this 4 into the cost of each is boarding cost is 5. So 4 into 5, that is a 20, minus you have to reduce the energy which is required. So because it needs some fuel, and that has to be reduced out of your profit value. Okay, so for each of the rotation, so for 90-degree it is 1, then 180 it is a 2, then for through 270 again, so it will keep on increasing in that way. Okay, so it will be keep on incrementing. So for the one for the first rotation it is a 1 into the running cost is 6, so 1 into 6, so this 20 minus 6 is 14. Now there are like the 4 people are left or yet to onboard, and next is the 3. So total number of people is yet to onboard is a 7. So again in the next shift we can onboard the remaining out of the 7 we can onboard the 4 people. So those 4 will be onboarded over here. Okay, and it will again wheel will rotate. So that time total onboarded will be the 8 into the boarding cost, that is a 5, and this is a second turn or second shift, so that's why that it is 2 into running cost, that is 6. So again this calculation 30 minus 12 is 40 minus 12, it is a 28. Okay, now finally we have 7 minus 4, that is a 3 people are yet to onboard. Okay, so it has to like again we have to onboard those 3 people. So in the third shift those 3 people are getting onboarded. So again, so that 8 plus 3, that is 11. So total number of people are 11, because this 4 plus 4 plus 3, that is 11. So 11 to 5 minus the this is the third time it is shifting, so 3 into 6 is, that is 18. So 55 minus 18, that is a 37. So out of this 14, 28 and 37, I can see for the third operation I can get the maximum profit. So that's why the output is 3 over here. So to solve this, I have used the brute force solution, and it's a linear solution. So let's take a look at the code now. So this is a function we are given, that is a minimum operations max profit. Okay, so what it does is it accepts the customers, then boarding cost, and the running cost. Okay, and its return type is integer, that is a uh, we need to find out the maximum profit operation. If it is not possible, then it returns the -1. Okay, so here this answer contains the calculation for the profit value. Then this is a n stands for the length of the customer array. Then this, there are two parameters, that is a capacity stands for how many peoples are yet to onboard, and this ob stands for how many peoples are currently onboarded. Okay, now another thing is like this max value and this resource. So the result is the final output, and I will explain you what this max does. Okay, so I'm iterating through this for loop, that is a customers array. What I'm doing is initially I'm passing on the previous left capacity to the current array, because there was an operation. So if we consider this example one, so I can pick max 4. So 4 and the remaining capacity, like capacity is 4. So that 4 has to go inside this 3. That becomes 7. Okay, so initially this capacity is 0, so this 8 c of I, the c of 0 is 8, considering to example 1. So first thing I check, if the slot or the people are going to onboard and the value is lesser than or equal to 4, then I can directly onboard those people. Okay, and I can perform this operation, that is onboarded into the boarding cost minus the index value into the running cost. So index value stands for the shift operation or the wheel shifting operation. Okay, so if that value is greater than 4, then what I have to do is I have to keep it as a capacity. This capacity will get added to the next customer slot. Okay, so that is the operation. So I will just discard the 4 and I will add those 4 to my onboarding capacity, and I will perform the same operation again. After that, once it is done, I will check if the maximum value is lesser than the current profit. So accordingly I will update my max value, and also I have to keep the result for that particular index or particular shift operation. Okay, so once it is done, so there can be the case like if we consider the example one. So initially it takes the it goes inside this else condition, and it reduces 8 minus 4, the so remains 4. And for the next operation again, the capacity for the c of I become 3 plus 4, that is a 7. So again it will go inside this else condition. So now after that 7 minus 4, that is a 3. So capacity is still greater than 0, so 3 people are yet to onboard. So again I will loop through this while loop until the capacity becomes 0. So I will perform the same operations. If the capacity is greater than or equal to 4, I will reduce it by the capacity by 4, and I increment the onboarded capacity by 4. If it is not the case, if it is lesser than 4, so I will just set the cap value, because there will be no more people going to onboard. So and the onboard capacity will be increased by the capacity value. Once it is done, again I will perform the same operation to calculate the boarding cost minus the running cost operation. Once it is done, I will update the max value and the result value, and once it is done, I will just return the index value or the total number of shifts are required to get the maximum profit. So let me run this program and show you the output. Yeah, so you can see the solution is accepted, and let's look at the test coverage part. Okay, so you can see like it has passed all the 136 test cases. So that's it for now, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.